Yes.
Got a message from Wally Gaytor. Yes, he's upped his game. This one is mostly for you. And there's a question. I listened to this one first. There's a question attached to it.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
boy.
TikTok you while I let you listen. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Get that out of my face.
Buffering.
Oh hell!
don't-
Wrong button.
Hold on, let me open this here. I may need it.
I got knees.
Bless your heart. Here you go.
Told you I had the knees.
Did you hit that sneeze button?
Hello, Black Knuckle Ranch. This is your old friend Wally Gaytor here. Just checking back in with you and showing my support. You know, I've been always, those little cowboys keep me dreaming about them all day on riding those big strong horses that I forgot about Papa Black Knuckle. He's always over there with his hat pulled down and his dark shades on. He's so mysterious. He looks like one of those men that might rush into a room and sweep old Wally right off his feet. But I did have a question for him. I remember you boys were talking where Papa Black Knuckle said he re-wears his socks. I want to know, does he re-wear his underwear? And if he does, what does he do with them when they're done? Old Wally might want a pair of those, but I was just thinking about that. But you boys have a great day. You keep up the good work, and old Wally be over here dreaming about you.
Ooh-wee.
Bye, boys.
So
Wow.
Wally wants to know if you rewear your underwear.
If I turn them inside out,
If you rewear them,
I'll rewear them if I turn them inside out.
and can you get a pair after you've worn them?
No, thank you.
He might pay for them.
Yes,
I'm
he
just
can pay for them.
convinced that that's Billy calling in after a few beers.
I swear it's not me.
Are y'all
It's not my-
serious?
It's not my bag, baby. I
It
swear.
has a little hint of Billy's voice.
It did sound a little like Billy. I don't know that I thought that the first couple times, but that one I could hear it.
I swear it's not me.
I think,
Oh,
I think
come
Billy's
on.
getting one or
But
two beers.
I tell you
Not
what,
you, is it?
if Dwayne,
No,
if
I
Dwayne
can't
does
do that.
if Dwayne does wear his underwear and then turn them right side innards and wears
No,
them
I
again,
don't do that.
he's going to use it like one of them scratch and sniff stickers when we was in
For
kindergarten.
Wally?
We put on our folder.
For Wally, I will, and then we'll put him in one of them blue.
Well,
So you
scratch
will
and
give
sniff.
him a pair.
Yep, send them in a blue so they don't get damaged.
Well,
One of them
The old.
It's on the record.
foam envelopes.
So this episode's brought to you by Matrix Reform. They're our title sponsor for
Oh, I thought
our
you were going to
event.
say Wally Gaytor.
MatrixReform.com.
Haynes.
No. First thing last week on the ranch, first thing I want to talk about is me and you went and got that ranch truck last week.
Yes, sir.
We had a lot of time. We were talking about, I feel like the whole way up there, we were talking about union. We were talking about union jobs and jobs we used to have. And you mentioned an interesting job that I nor Kayla had ever heard about. Do you remember what that job was?
No, I don't. I've had so
Male
many.
stripper.
You
Is that
worked
him working down at the timeout?
when you worked for that pimp?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
Yeah, I was 14 years old, living in Hawaii, mowing yards. And we had a pimp lived up the street. He saw how good my job was, and he wanted me to work for him only.
So you started out washing his cars.
Well, I started mowing his yard, then started washing his cars. And
And come to find out,
Dwayne got pimped out.
no, that was it.
So,
washing
no, that
his
wasn't
cars.
it. So-
that was it.
So he told you that you could keep whatever you found in the cars.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going. That's the funny part. Well, other than the fact that you're 14 working for a pimp, that's pretty funny
That's
too.
pretty. It wasn't funny then. It's just a job.
Yeah.
Living in Hawaii, you had to do something.
you was his cabana boy.
No, sir. I was his yard boy and his car boy. He did tell me if I found anything in the car, I could keep it,
Except
except a gun, a pistol.
That's
If I had a pistol, don't touch it. Leave it where it's at.
what kinds of things did you find in there?
Oh, rolls of money,
You got a real bad snake problem. with all these
paraphernalia,
snakes.
all kinds of stuff. Big rolls of money. I couldn't keep it though. I mean, I could have, but I gave it back to him.
Honest
just
Dave.
the
Honest Dave over there.
honest kid that I was.
Well, Billy, we spent about 3 hours of our weekend watching Linson Dove last weekend.
And
I was underwhelmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Monty Walsh is
I-
another movie.
I like the idea. I can see that it's like one of the only true red-blooded cowboy movies that's ever been made, and I liked the idea. It was just a little slow. I liked it once they got up on the cattle drive and the kid gets attacked by all the water moccasins, but the first part of the series is pretty slow.
Well, it's setting everything up.
Yeah. Well, I was about asleep by the time they got ready to unfold everything.
Sigh.
That's one of the best movies ever.
I'm gonna. So I think
So
a lot of
disappointed in you.
it's nostalgia. If I went back and watched Backdraft, that old fire movie from the '90s, I'm a huge fan of that movie. But if I had never seen it and I went back and watched it, I'd be like, man, these effects are terrible. When the storm rolls in Lonesome Dove, and it's like, what are we watching?
It was
here?
89,
I
bro.
get it. But if I would have watched it in the 80s or 90s, then it probably would have meant. But I liked the story. I liked the idea, and I'll probably have to watch it again or at least continue because we turned it off.
So many good quotes in that movie. But look, you have to understand that movie came out in 89, so it was probably in production in 87 and 88.
Yeah.
Have you went back and watched special effects on the first Star Wars?
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
It's pretty rough.
That was 70s.
I've
though.
only seen one Star Wars.
So I'm telling you, I think to me,
That's
You
it.
only seen one Star Wars?
I've never seen
That was
any
the
of the
Mexican
rest.
version?
Which one?
One.
Just the first one. Star Wars.
One.
So that's
Star Wars one.
that's the fourth one, right?
I don't know.
to me, the superior cowboy movie is the old Monty Walsh.
Oh, Monty Walsh is great,
with,
too.
the one with Tom Selleck, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ain't nobody sit a horse like Monty Walsh.
That's a good one. And it's a little slow, too. But
It is, but
you have to appreciate what they're showing you.
it's another one, though, that kind of shows the more true side of living up to the code.
Is this our sponsor?
You know what's a really great movie? Ernest Goes to Camp.
Ernest Goes
I like
to
the
Jail.
Ernest movies. I like
Or,
the
no,
jail.
Yeah, what happened to
Scared
Ernest?
Straight?
I think Ernest
that.
Ernest P. Worrell.
Yeah.
Did he get in trouble?
He went to camp, got in all kind of mischief.
He
No.
accidentally went to jail because he had this guy that looked just like him not in the camp one, but he wasn't a bad guy.
No,
you not
he
seen
wasn't.
him?
The Scared Straight.
have?
Yeah, I love that guy.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest
He
Scared
was like me.
Stupid.
The,
That's me.
the Halloween
We're so
one is my
aging
favorite.
ourselves right
Yeah,
now.
I like that one. So I mentioned a minute ago that we got the ranch truck taken care of. We got that bought and out of the way. And since you're such a good storyteller, we like that guy at Hoff Power Ford. What
Yeah,
town
that-
were we in? What was it? Was it Hamilton?
Lampasses.
Lampasas.
Lampasas. Billy wasn't even there, and he knows.
That was the best
We had
experience ever.
Yeah, we walked. I talked to him. I messaged him on Facebook about 2 messages back and forth. I already liked the price of the truck. He gave me his cell phone number. I texted him pictures of my truck.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we're about $6,000 off from what I owed and what they could give me for it. So we went up there, but he was excited to work. Like, he was excited about all this and wanted to talk. So we went up there, and sure enough, I paid what they were asking for their truck. They paid my truck off. It was even Steven. We were in and out of there within an hour and a half,
Yeah.
including like drive time.
Everything, yeah.
We're test driving the truck. They made it quick and easy.
Quick and easy. All we needed was tires.
I'm tempted to flash his cell phone number up on the screen.
Who's?
Justin Black over at
Oh,
Hot Power.
Justin Black.
And he's already hit
He's
me
from
up.
Montana.
He's already hit me up twice with trucks that he doesn't have
Oh, really?
or that trucks that he hasn't taken yet, but he's like, hey, I'm picking this up on trade on Saturday, and it said it didn't share that password. Do you need it again? Anyway, yeah, he's got a 17,
Black.
black dually, just like that one.
Man, I might have to trade mine in. I better give me 30,000 for mine.
I bet you he'd give you 45.
It's a jewel.
What are y'all's actual thoughts on this Wally Gaytor guy? Does he make y'all nervous? Is it?
No.
He don't
I
bother
like
me. I just take it as slapstick
What's his
humor.
alter ego?
I don't.
Did you
think
get
it's
the
Billy.
picture
I mean,
What
Do you have a
of
twin?
him?
of Wally?
I swear. I promise you, it's
It,
not
just,
me.
it sounds.
Did
it's
you ask
not
Wally
me.
to send
It
us a
just
picture?
sounds like you trying to do an accent.
Wally,
It's
can
not
you
me.
send us a
I didn't-
picture?
I didn't know if you were
What's your
trying
phone
to,
number?
With your clothes on, please.
I didn't know if you were trying to pull a Tu Wong Fu on us.
I swear it's not me.
If you get that movie reference.
You know, if I'd have thought about it when he did do the call in, I so would have jumped over that with all 4 feet. But I swear it's not me.
Number, cause
I would have jacked with y'all
I'll
so
be able
hard.
to tell if it's him, but
It ain't funny.
I'm just waiting on that day to come because I know it will.
What?
For my dad to find that fucking number and call in about and making up some stuff.
Oh, you know, we're friends on Facebook now, so
I'm sending it to him
copy
right
that
now.
link and send it right on over to him.
He'll call with something.
You sending Wally or?
So y'all
I
aren't
swear it's not me.
y'all aren't freaked out by
I'm
him.
good.
No, it doesn't bother me. It's all humorous to me and everything else. I mean, being as the specimen of the man that I am, you know, I'm used to getting hit on. So, mic drop. You know, I mean, I'm used to getting hit on by.
I wonder if he knows how to cook up some crawfish.
Wally
He
or
sounds
Dick?
like he could cook you up some crawfish.
Yeah.
It sounds like he might make you a Bill Cosby drink too.
This is
don't
this
even
is
know what
why
that
I'm
is.
thinking. I'm not necessarily thinking it's you, but this is why I'm thinking it's somebody messing with us because I don't feel like he was nearly as flamboyant or Cajun in this message as he has been.
Sorry, it
he
makes a good
sounded it to
parody.
Yeah.
me.
Or as the ringer.
Maybe because he was pointed toward me. It sounded pretty.
Wally, send us a picture. You can text it to Dwayne directly.
With clothes on.
With or without.
With apparel.
So we're roping this weekend.
Yeah.
We had 27-time NFR qualifying world champion David Motes out this morning. 27?
22 time, I think I got correct on that. 22 time NFR qualifying roper and 1-time NFR world
If
champion.
it's only 22, I don't know that we need to hold him.
Oh my God.
We need a second opinion.
How long was he here? I didn't even see him.
30 minutes?
About 30 minutes.
Dang.
Just long enough to
gave his insight on our setup, which he was very, very impressed with it.
Really?
So,
super positive and
Good.
gave us exactly what we needed.
I was hoping to be here when he was here.
anytime that a guy that's been in the industry, the roping industry, for 60 years, and has roped in, I mean, all over the United States. I mean, still makes runs to Arizona and ropes. I mean, roping is just he eats, sleeps, and breathes roping. When he can come out here to the facilities that we've put together, and have nothing but good things to say about it, I mean, that makes us feel like we're headed in the right direction. You
Next time, can you make sure I'm here when he's here?
yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
It was nice to see him on the ground and not on the back of a 17
Back
hand
on the
horse.
back of a big old horse.
He's a lot less intimidating.
By the way,
By the way,
so proud of you. You actually delivered that dump trailer, dropped it off, stopped at a store, and got back here within an hour and 13 minutes. Not that I was timing
Not
you or
that he was
anything, but I
timing
was
me.
impressed.
was you?
When you left out of here this morning, I'm like, I can't come back till lunch.
He had to come back so he could spend 4 hours sanding on that truck.
About 9:47, 9:50, he come rolling. No, 8:50, he come rolling back up, and I looked across. I'm like,
I was trying to get back.
I could not
See
believe
your
that
buddy.
you only was gone an hour and 13 minutes. So you know what?
Thank you.
I'm gonna take you out there in a minute, and we're gonna start
Hey,
hanging
when
banners.
I clock in the morning, it's balls to the walls.
Well,
That's it.
I was so impressed with his work that we gave him a raise. We gave him the ladder, and he climbed up it, finished painting the truck. So he got a raise today.
I don't think our buckles are going to be here in time for the roping.
Oh boy.
Wow. You just give him a picture of it.
Right here.
AI, generate me a buckle.
Is it doing it?
I don't know. I don't have AI on my phone.
Bullshit.
I got Meta.
Oh, they're listening to you. Don't you worry.
They're listening.
They don't listen to me.
Yes, they do. They're listening right now. There's nothing you can do to
Unlock
stop
your
it.
phone. There'll be a picture of a buckle on it.
Probably so.
They're probably hacking you and listening to you right now.
No, I'm hacked over. They found out we don't have any money.
Unless they speak fluent redneck and fluent country slang, they can't understand. I'm gonna tell you something. If they can't understand me any better than my damn speak to text understands me, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
That's AI right
'Cause
there.
I try that all the time when I'm going down the road and I don't want to text, so I'll just hold up to my thing and I'll say, Brandon, let's see if this thing floats. Something about goats. I mean, it's like it's
why?
stupidest stuff.
You know why?
Why?
'Cause you got an Android.
What do you
I'll be
think
knocking
that
on
is
my
that you're
Android.
talking to? That's AI.
Well, if they can't understand that any better than my talk to text, I ain't worried about what
I
they.
need to understand that never once in my life have I ever meant ducking.
That's different. That's just Microsoft Word autocorrect. But you're talking to Chad GPT,
Maybe.
and he doesn't stop listening when you.
I don't know who this Chad is, but
Chad GPT.
He's getting
is
sued.
it Chat?
He's
B-
getting
is
sued
it
by
Chat
Webster
B-
right now.
What is it? What is it for real?
Chat GPT.
GPT.
I call him Chad.
So you call him Chad.
Yeah,
So y'all are like that,
we're like that.
bruh.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I
Anywho.
ordered these buckles on February 10th.
Who'd you order them through?
Most custom silver, something like that.
That was your first mistake.
.com.
She went through Montana Silversmith.
Or Molly's?
Well, then I'll write those names
Actually,
down.
you know, if I would have been thinking, actually, no, I got a buddy of mine from Washington.
Of
but
course you
that's
do.
What he did, well, the rodeo we used to put on, he did buckles for us a couple times, made them.
Can he get some
Well,
done by Saturday?
It'll be all right.
So they're supposed to be. So I ordered them on February 10th. I
Just
said
ship them out.
on
They'll get here when they get here.
I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, can I get an update? Because it's supposed to take 3 weeks to make them. Can I get an update? And I got a response, or not 2 weeks ago, last week. I got a response that had no words. It was a copy and paste of a tracking number. And so I was following that and following that and following that. And it didn't even move until yesterday. So now it's supposed to be here Monday. But I did go back and look. Since we've got these Ranch Outfitter sunglasses, we may just hold them. They don't have March 2026 on them anywhere, so we may just hold them and use them for the next event.
That's totally up to you. It's whatever you want to do on that.
Yeah. What you talking about?
Dakota's company.
I don't have any.
I have them.
I don't have any.
Holding
Well-
out on us?
Fuck, enter in the roping and you might win you a pair. I got 2
I
pair.
told you, my stick
Oh,
horse
they're
is
for the
lame.
roping.
2 pair.
My stick horse is lame. Came up lame.
Yeah, they're not for y'all. They're for the winners
Mm.
of the roping.
Are the
That's
sunglasses? Are they expensive sunglasses?
I don't know.
If they are, I don't want them
Let me see.
because I have never been able to hold on to a pair of expensive
If I get a
sunglasses
pair
my
of
entire
expensive
life.
ones, I already know
You
where
see these
they're-
glasses right here?
They're going to end up.
Say it with your words.
Dollar General sunglasses.
Say it
Y'all,
with
I
your
can't
words.
keep up with a pair.
Jake, put your mic back in front of your mouth.
Yeah, Jake.
That better?
These are. This is a local Stephenville company, and they are
Are they Ray Bans or
$110 sunglasses.
Are they Ray Bans or Coastas? Or?
They're Ranch Outfitters.
Oh, okay.
The Western influencers, they buy their shit in bulk and then just slap their brand on it.
Jake,
Somebody's got to be honest.
you do realize being on this podcast makes you a Western influencer, correct? Okay, I just wondered.
So
You ain't gonna
for
see me
the
doing no TikTok dances.
for the record, I can't tell if they're the $110 Salinas or if they're the ones that look real similar that are $55 Scottsdales. But the difference would be plastic arms versus metal arms, and anyway, they'll be given to the winners and not to you unappreciative fuck.
Didn't want them anyways.
I do.
So last night, I don't know what time it was. We had Mahia, the livestock guardian
I know
dog.
exactly what time it was.
What time was it?
Right about the time I was going to bite into my chicken
that
pot
time.
pie.
What's
Ask the
5:30?
security
No,
guard.
it was like 5:47.
She starts going ape shit outside the house, and me and Kayla poked our heads out the door, and she said, "There's a bird out there." And then I was, "Oh, she's barking at the bird." And then looked a little closer, and because we got from the house, if you're looking at the fence, sometimes it's hard to tell
Which side they're
what
on.
side of the fence you're on. Sure enough, we had our Stevie Ray Gone colt was
Latricious Pride.
running around the places where she wasn't supposed to be.
You know what I thought happened, really?
What?
I thought you and Kayla were messing with me and y'all were out there riding the horses.
No, we saw the horse, and I started heading that way on foot. I asked her to get you and a side-by-side and meet me out there. and I could tell she was wearing a halter, so I wanted to see while she was doing that if I could approach her. And by the time, I guess she got shoes on and you were getting dressed, you eat dinner naked?
No, I had my
It was
pajamas
that
on
taco
already.
sauce night.
He had a security guard uniform on.
I had
Cut
my
him some
uniform
slack.
on.
So by the time you got shoes on, the hardest part, she's brand new. Like, did y'all even work her yesterday? So she had never.
We caught her the last 15 minutes of the day.
Yeah.
Because we had so much going on, and I just wanted her to chill and
Go
once we
nuts in
start
there.
working her today in the round pen. Yeah, she didn't. So
Almost untouched. She'd been caught twice in her life, once to come here and once last
I will
night.
say she listens real well when you get a rope on her. Because
Yes.
the second I put a rope to her this morning,
She does.
in the pen, she immediately faced up and just came right to me. And she's like, the game's over.
she's smart, but she's going to
What
be
her halter
spicy.
look like?
I don't know. Did she even have a halter on?
Yeah,
Yeah, she did. Blue rope.
it was tied up on her. But yeah, like I said, she just wouldn't let me get a hand on her. So I said, screw it. I ain't playing the chasing game all morning. So I just
Do the
roped
hula
her.
hand on her?
I did.
Yeah, but that one side of
Cowboy
it coming
shit,
down was
cowboy
broke off,
shit.
wasn't it?
It'd been chewed on from Fred.
Oh my gosh, you didn't even notice it.
She's gonna be she's spicy. I mean, she's gonna be
Chewed on
and she's a
from
good
Fred.
mover too. I mean, she's super spicy, but I mean, hell, I like them that way.
Well,
so.
we had the entry gates closed and it wasn't a huge deal. And it was easy to get her where we wanted her. I just wanted her back in the pasture because she busted the whole front wall out of her stall in the barn. So she wasn't going
Well,
back in there.
I think our next deal is going to
Please.
be the doors on the back of the barn. That way, when Chief gets out, he'll be just in there,
Yeah.
jacking with everybody.
You remember? I guess all y'all have watched Yellowstone, haven't you?
You bet.
Okay, you remember the episode where John Dutton got shot, and what's the guy's name? The big guy. The big guy, the big one with the beard.
Oh, yeah.
His number
Help
one
me out
hand.
here.
Rig,
No,
Rip.
Rip. And Rip was driving down the road, and he couldn't get a hold of anybody on the phone, and he knew something was wrong. Yeah, that's the way I was yesterday. I was going up 377, and then Lisa pulls up. She's like, "Oh my God!" And she showed me the picture of the door, and I'm like, and Kayla's saying something about the wind blowing. I'm like, I don't even know that Kayla knows we even put that
She
Trisha
didn't.
coat in the stall. So I'm driving down the road going to dinner with my wife, and I'm like, I'll call Brandon. So I and I called Brandon, ring, went straight to voicemail. So I'm like, and then I'm like, I'll call Dwayne, he'll answer. Nothing. So I'm driving down the road, kind of like Rip when he's trying to get a hold of the whole Dutton clan, and I knew something was going on, and I'm like, pick up the phone.
He had FOMO.
And then Lisa is over there like, red light, get in your lane. I mean, I was focused on, there's a horse out, and I'm not sure that Kayla knew there was a horse out.
He didn't
So
I was
it
freaking
took
out.
It took us 40 seconds to get her
Yeah,
back
it wasn't
in the
long.
pasture.
You got it in there.
I walked around the side of her. I opened the pasture gate, and then I came back around, and Kayla on the side by side, and me walking. We just herded her back into the arena or the pasture, shut the gate, and then we pulled up on the barn, and we're looking at the damage. And Kayla says, "I'm going to send it," because she didn't know that there was a horse in there. "I'm going to send a picture of this to the group, and Billy's going to think that I don't know." And so that was all.
That's
that was
exactly
all
how
part
it
of
worked out, because I was stressing.
That's the only reason I called you back, so that you wouldn't freak out.
Well, I appreciate you letting me enjoy the rest of my evening.
And Kayla's sorry she stressed you out for those 3 minutes.
And I have that, what's the abbreviation of fear of being left out?
FOMO.
FOMO? Yeah, I had the FOMO.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should be at the ranch. But that's all right. Maybe she'll stay. I fixed it back, and I reinforced it. So we'll see.
She in
She
there?
in there now?
She's in there now. Wait a
Yes.
minute. What's that?
She was
Are you
when we
talking
came
to
in.
Lassie? Oh, so
The Ides of March. That's what that is.
our cats are breeding age now. Is March a thing with horses?
No, it's just the Ides of March. Beware the Ides of March. You know what that means?
No.
Neither do I, but people have been saying it for
It
years.
means beware of March.
There was one the other day that you asked Kayla Maggie what it meant. Do you remember what it was? Oh, carte blanche.
Oh, what?
Carte blanche.
Okay, I'm out.
Me too.
It's like free reign. Like you've got blank check. You've got carte blanche to do whatever you want.
Never heard that before in my entire life.
Really?
Oh.
Carte blanche?
Isn't all rain free?
Huh?
What?
That must be a New England transplant
Oh boy,
thing.
it's
I don't know anything
French, right? Like has nothing to do with me. I didn't
French?
make it up. It's the French.
Is that some coon ass
Phrase?
shit?
about it. It's French.
Yeah, that's what it
Coon
is.
ass,
That's
what
Wally
it
Gaytor.
is. Wally Gaytor know what it was.
Cats. It's time to breed. We got 2 of them in there, so I'm hoping within 75 days we'll have
Is
some
that the
baby.
gestation on them?
63. We'll have some baby Maine Coons. And I was watching. So we put them in the front room, the oldest female and the male. Put them in the front room where there's the camera, because I wanted to see if he had sealed the deal.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
Oh my God! I can. If y'all did not get the visual that I just got, Brandon sitting cross-legged in his bed, eating Cheetos
Watching cats.
and
Popcorn.
watching cat porn.
It'd be even
If y'all
worse.
didn't get that, if y'all did not get that visual of him sitting up here and crossing his legs, and he's like,
It's legal.
and he's
unless I
like
try to
eating these
sell it.
Cheetos, and he's adjusting himself, and he's watching this cat porn, and
He looks at
and,
Kayla.
I mean, that's if
Okay,
y'all
I'm
didn't get
getting
that visual,
uncomfortable. Y'all need
you
to
know
stop.
what?
He's about
So
to look
it's-
at
We
her.
can't be friends because that was the visual that I got.
It's about to go down.
It's more like me scrubbing through 48 hours with my thumb. Okay. Oh, they're getting close to each other. Okay. And then and I think that they've done it, but it's been like not enough for the camera to pick up and actually start recording. But it still gives you like screenshots. And so I've seen a couple times where he's definitely on her, but there's no video that accompanies it. It's just like a split second, one frame of them doing it. And then you've seen
He's bashing.
quite a bit of fur,
Fur everywhere. Yeah.
and they fight before. So 75 days, 63 days. we'll
Dwayne
have
gets to
baby.
play cleanup.
He gets to go in there and clean up Peter tracks.
Fur.
But
Fur.
when I was watching that video, how wide is that?
Peter tracks.
That's a
12 by 6, 12 by 8.
12 with the porch. So right there, it's 8 foot wide, and it's 8 foot in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And the ceiling is only, I guess it's peaked, right?
It's peaked.
But it's a 9-foot wall with a peaked ceiling. That male cat will get on top of that cabinet
Divider
that's mounted
wall.
on the wall, and he will jump the entire 8-foot length to an octagon that's mounted to the other side. That's half the size of this light here. I mean, it's
That's
not
crazy.
big. He just fuck it, and he just jumps.
That's crazy.
Dwayne,
Yes.
I seen a video. There's a video floating around of you feeding the cats in the morning.
What are you doing?
What is up with that?
You got to talk to them so that they like you.
You never talk to me like that. and
That's
still
what
have
I
to
said.
I don't care if you like me or not.
Tomorrow morning when we all get here, I want you to go around and say, "Hey, y'all, today, are y'all ready to
Not
go to
gonna do
work?
it.
Are y'all ready? Jakey, are you ready to go to work?
Expect a pot of coffee,
Oh,
too.
yes, okay."
That little piece of gold was from like June when
wow.
Kayla and I and
Yeah,
the
because
kids
you can
went
see the
down
little
to-
ones going.
Yeah, we went to Canyon, so those cats were pretty
When
small.
they were like this big.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister saw that one, and I got a very threatening text message of not letting her know that there was kittens on the property.
Oh, they're
and
not.
she was going to whoop my ass. And I was like, I don't think there's any kittens. But
No, that male's probably 22 pounds by now.
Now she might want to put a down payment on a kitten.
75 days.
She will.
Well, we will. We'll tell her.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell her when she gets back.
Her husband will be very pissed.
I don't care about her husband.
So we got
Yeah.
our.
Go ahead, sir. I'm
No,
sorry.
you go ahead.
I was just going to say, yeah, that was funny.
Who you calling to go ahead?
Thanks for pointing me out there.
We got our asses kicked out at Pecan Plantation past 2
That
days.
was a job.
Yeah. That wasn't a good one. We talk a lot about the good jobs. This is a bad job. Didn't make any money. Took longer than we thought. Rented a dump trailer that was as big as that couch.
And it was a hunk of shit.
Battery dies. I mean, it was just a pain in the ass. That was five lots that were mowed a week or two prior that y'all ended up going and collecting all the limbs in a pecan plantation. I mean, there are trees every 20, 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And
And old people every 10.
old people every 10. And then mowed and de-treed 3 lots. But that was an ordeal.
That's what just took forever. Was just dodging golf carts going in and out of there because it was so far back in there.
I'm proud to say I had a great week other than the weather on Monday. Just me and Austin out here working colts. So, you know what? Y'all get you some.
Well, I got to
Get
say,
you some.
I'm just glad
I weren't nowhere around the skid steer.
of the great crew that
I
we
was out here
have
working colts.
because the ladies, Jake, I mean, got it done. It would have been a lot worse if we'd have had
Even-
laziness.
Even
But
have
we
Dwayne
don't.
sold on the Dodge now too.
It's a good looking truck.
It is.
He was just very surprised at the capabilities.
Yeah.
The first little ditch that was all muddy, I went to pull into, and he was sitting there yelling at me, "No, you're going to get stuck!" Yelling at me. No, I won't.
I mean, it is a 2-wheel drive with drag radials on it, so I'm sure it's not that
20s.
20s. Yeah.
It'll get in there though.
Monday was
With the train scoop.
my hat's off to all y'all that was out there, you know,
Yeah, Monday was cold.
5, 6, pick up sticks because
My hat's
Monday
off
was
to Leilani
brutal.
and
brutal.
Yeah,
Lisa.
he was sitting in the tractor with the heater, but
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it was brutal. It was one of those days that will separate the, no pun intended,
men from the
men
boys.
from the boys
That's
or the
not
ladies from the girls. But I'm telling you what, it was after me and Austin was working them coats. And if you can get out there and work coats in that kind of weather, then you really want to work coats, because I did not. But we got them done. We got by them. I mean, but it was, I mean, that cold front that come through after these, 3 weeks of 80s and 70s and nice weather, it was brutal. I mean, that wind was blowing 15, 17, 20 mile an hour, and it was 32 degrees, 29 wind chill. And these coats were fresh. They were fresh.
I bet.
Yeah, they were feeling it. But we got it done. So my hat's off to y'all that was out there picking up sticks, because, I don't know. I think I would have called in sick.
Kayla got on Chief, coming 3-year-old colt that y'all been working with for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, 6 months. The day before the cold front came through, and he's so chill and asleep when you ride him that a panel fell down, and he didn't even hardly. I mean, he jumped a little bit. He
That would
didn't crow
require
hop or
effort.
anything.
He's definitely more will than go.
Yeah.
Not saying he's a bad horse. He's just more will than go.
We've talked about keeping him around for me to ride
Yeah,
on.
I think
and
that's a
get rid
great
of the drag.
idea.
Maybe Kayla needs Elsa. I mean, not Elsa. What's her name out there?
No.
The one in the.
No.
Why?
Oh, Jesse?
Jesse.
Oh, yeah, sure.
the mini.
I thought you were talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan.
No, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
She's going to have
Stevie
to go.
Ray gone. Wow.
That's Kayla's joke.
Jesse.
We'll find out. She's got some growing up to do in the next couple weeks. So we'll
I
figure it
couldn't. Someone has mentioned the Chief thing a couple times, and I never saw it. He was so gangly when we got him, but Friday maybe y'all had him out there, and then Drag was on the walker, and I was looking at him, and I was looking at Chief.
Yeah,
and I
because
was
you
like,
asked me the other day. You said, you think Chief's just getting this close, hands
big.
high? And I'm like, he's there.
It's not even the height. He's just getting thicker.
Yeah.
And when we first got him, he looked homeless, and so I never really. And so in my mind, he's just this gangly, leggy horse. But seeing him out there now with kind of an open mind, he's pretty stout. He's getting to be big.
What is he bred?
He is he's highbrow hickory. He's metallic. No, he's highbrow. Let's see. He's highbrow hickory, and he's metallic cat. I think.
Doesn't he got a little dark bar
Yeah,
in him
he's
too?
metallic cat.
Doesn't he got some dark bar in him too, though?
I
I
think
don't
on the bottom
think he's
side.
metallic cat, is he?
Is he metallic cat or metallic rebel?
I don't
No,
think he's
not
either of
rebel.
those.
No, he's highbrow.
Highbrow. I think he's further up than
He's
the
highbrow
metallic.
cat. I think that's how he's bred.
Let's see.
Let's just look.
He is highbrow hickory, smart little kitty, dual pep, highbrow cat,
Ah,
telly cat. Yep.
yeah.
So
he's-
older bloodlines, I guess, than metallic, right?
No dark bar in there?
Well, I just closed it.
yes, he's older than metallic.
No dark
thought he
dock
had-
He's
bar.
got the lines in him that are older than that. But
His-
I mean, dual pep. I mean, it was a great horse. I mean, even the Lena side of it, the smart little Lena, the Lena bred into him. I mean, he's bred up, and no Doc Bar.
I'll be dang.
Now Doc, he's
Got
Doc
some.
Bar.
So now everybody's probably going to want to buy Chief. Well, Chief ain't for sale anymore.
Bull
We're-
crap! Everything's got a price
We're
here at the
hanging
Black
on to
Knuckle.
him. But Doc is for sale, and he's actually got 4 or 5 days left on his Platinum Equine auction, Platinum Equine Horses or something.com. And what's he bred?
He's Doc Bar. He's
Dual Pep.
Dual Pep.
Dual and
Maybe Wally Gaytor
Starlight.
might ought to bid on him.
Yeah.
He can come pick him up.
Well, him being in that auction period, not saying anything about the auction, but just him being in that auction, where you can kind of, no pun intended, duel your prices out, is a freaking gift to the world as it is. Just
Yeah.
put it out there. I mean, cause if we were going to sell him straight out, you wouldn't like that price tag.
Yeah, he's got 2 people going back and forth on him right now.
So-
But the way that most of these work is they don't move a whole lot until like
day.
Sunday when it ends. Yeah,
I think they call that sniping.
they snipe them. I think this one might have one of those. Actually, I don't know, but you know how if a bid comes in within X amount of time of it ending, it extends the time X amount of times.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like.
Oh.
If a bid comes in at 30 seconds, then it's going to bump the timer out 5 minutes, and it's going to keep
Give the other
doing
one a
that.
chance to.
Yeah. So I think that helps. Like eBay back in the day, it was real bad, and then they started with the AI shit, and you just couldn't win anything on eBay because computers were going in and doing it.
So Wally. So if you truly want that pair of used underwear of Dwayne's, I need you to do me a favor, buddy. I need you to go find where this horse is listed, and I need you to start bidding on it, and just be that person that gets it up there. And if you end up with him, then we'll
have
send
Dwayne
we'll
deliver
send
them.
him down the road with you and a pair of underwear.
Dwayne
But if
will
you
hand
really want
deliver
that
him.
pair of underwear, you got to work for it. So we need you on there sniping. We need you on there, bumping it up $100 at a time till it gets to where it needs to go.
So we
I was
just
gonna
talked
say-
about.
I hope you got enough underwear you can part with a pair.
Well, I was going to say something, but I'm going to stop where I'm at.
Go ahead.
No.
What you
Go
gonna
ahead.
say?
What was you going to say?
No, what was you going to say?
He bought that horse. I'd hand deliver him straight off my balls.
Oh, my God. The horse or the underwear?
The underwear.
You'd ride? Would you ride him around naked and then deliver it to
No.
him? Come
Nope.
on now.
Your granddaughter's in this room.
This is a house of learning doctors.
So we just talked about Billy's FOMO and missing out on horse breaks last night, but over the weekend, Dwayne, you've got FOMO too. You missed out on a crawfish boil.
Yes, I
Some
did.
live. He actually played Blake Shelton at the feedlot on
No
Saturday.
way.
2 or 3 songs.
I knew he had it in him.
I kept searching the crowd. You weren't there.
He dedicated Old Red to you. And you
I
weren't
did.
there.
What'd you
Is that
sing?
who sings that song?
Yep.
I'm never singing that song again.
You
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Is it
You
his
knew
original?
it. You knew it.
Yeah, that was like that was one of his
He
songs
knew
that
it.
like made him
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
He likes my old buddy.
I like that song.
I do too.
I also like This Is Austin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good song. You should sing it.
No.
Then you can have Austin walk across the stage.
Oh, what else we got? Oh, got a couple of social media videos that have been controversial. Need some clarification. There was one where you were yelling at Billy, Dwayne, about rotating hay.
I was yelling at
You were
Billy.
yelling
I
at him.
haven't seen that one.
Neither.
I haven't
You
either.
starred in it. You're over there doing something, talking, and Dwayne says, "You brought that brand new trailer load
I
of hay
remember him
out.
saying that,
You
but I
put it in
didn't.
front."
I didn't know that he was yelling at me.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was yelling at him either.
I'm gonna put in a complaint to HR after this is over with. I didn't know he was
I'll
yelling
write
at
it
me.
down for you.
So what are you talking about rotating hay? You want the old stuff in the back, good stuff in the front?
Yeah.
I mean the good stuff in the back?
Yeah. Or just stack in a different area.
Use the old stuff.
Can I say this?
But because the stuff that you, the second or the fourth, whatever he brought in, looks really good.
Yeah, it's really good. So you know
It's
what
really
I did?
good hay.
Because you yelled at me?
You went around the back and went through the
No,
other
I
way.
went and took the skid steer the other day, and I took and pulled all the good hay over to one side and then pulled all the other stuff
Rotate.
back. So everything on the left is cow hay and everything on the right is horse hay. And I've been feeding that
Did you
thing.
tell the pasture that has cows and horses? That way they know
Say
what,
no.
what side to eat
It's
from?
just Jesse. It's just Jesse and a double registered pony now, so we're good.
double
When
registered
he-
grade pony.
When he did all that hay swapping is actually when he broke the barn. So technically, him crashing the 6x6 is your fault.
Yeah. Ides of March, man. Ides of March. But I fixed it. Actually, me and Lisa fixed it. I thought Lisa was going to pull the barn down to the creek, but got her up the skid steer, and I had a chain hooked to that 6x6 because it had to be pulled back in that slot. And I'm like, go back. Woo, got the, and I'm, whoa. And she goes, well, I haven't been in this thing in months. I need a refresher. And I'm like, oh my God. But we got it done.
Say that before it's hooked up.
Lisa said that's not true.
That is true. You didn't hear it cracking because you were sitting in the skid steer. But you heard me, didn't you?
Did you have the walkie-talkies?
No, she had the window pulled back and I was standing 3 feet from her. But anyway, it got fixed. Not as pretty as it once was, but it got fixed.
The next controversial video was, and I kind of thought the saddle video. Jake. I kind of thought that people were gonna jump on your side.
No, there's just a lot of people that were cussing me. That's why I don't let other people ride
Yeah.
my saddle. Well,
Well-
Karen, I looked at your profile. Nobody wants to ride in your $20 Goodwill saddle. Anyways,
But that's what they were saying is
It's not
nobody.
a Billy
Why are
Cook.
you sharing saddles? Everybody should have their own saddle.
yeah.
Well, we
At
technically,
my house, I have my own fucking saddle.
We
But when
technically-
you're got this many colts and a lack of saddles,
we technically do have our own saddles that we ride in every
Yeah.
day. But it was one of those deals where
before we
We-
had.
we had all the saddles, and then I'm like, Jake, if you want to use that cutter, whatever, so on and so forth. And it's not like he did it repeatedly. He just did it that one time, and intentionally. But the thing about it is when you got an operation and you slinging saddles on and off colts every day,
And certain saddles fit certain horses.
everybody, yeah, exactly. Certain saddles fit certain horses better. You're going to have that swap out. Now, my personal saddle don't even come to the ranch.
Yeah, so these are y'all's spare saddles.
Yeah.
These aren't,
They're bronc
he's not
saddles.
sitting on your Harley, and these are your spares that you've just kind of brought out here because we're saddling up 6, 8, or mind your fucking business amount of colts at a time.
Exactly.
And that's why there's
it
saddles
takes 2
everywhere.
seconds to readjust your stirrups, and if you don't know where the fuck they go, then you don't use that saddle enough for it
Did
to
you hear
be a
that?
problem. Am
I did
wrong?
readjust my
No, I
my
know. I'm
stirrups.
saying
Did you hear what he
all
called
the
you?
people commenting, acting like it's a big deal. It takes.
Well,
2
if they want to
seconds.
send in their extra
To
saddles, they can
readjust it.
send them
Well,
to
look.
us.
And
Y'all
if I was
lay
gonna
off,
do
Ja-
it intentionally. I'd leave one side set for him and then offset the other side to really fuck with him. Because that way, when he got on,
He'd just fall right back off.
completely off.
Look, y'all lay off Jakey Poo. He's delicate like a flower. You can't be beating up on Jake.
I'm an onion.
You have layers.
Yeah.
He tell you got his spur straps back?
I didn't know they were gone.
Somebody stole them.
Somebody stole his spurs and his spur straps out of his truck. He
Out of
found
this-
his
off
straps.
of his
No,
boots.
not here.
No, not here. In town, and it was
Springtown.
Where'd you find them?
At the cowboy church. The old lady had them on. Well, not old lady, about my age. I walked up and said, "What are you doing with my spur straps?" My boyfriend gave them to me. Well, where the fuck's he at? Because he's about to get his teeth knocked down his fucking throat. Why? Those are mine. Kind of why there's a JW on them.
Yeah.
And I had pictures of when I made them, and so I made it clear to her that she might want to be very careful on what males are riding in her truck, because I told her I don't care if it's your grandpa, your dad, your brother, any male that's riding in your truck, you're going to get his teeth knocked in till I get my spurs back.
And you got them.
I got
No,
my straps.
no, he
She
got his
didn't have my
straps. He didn't get his
spurs.
spurs.
But I'll be looking, because I don't care if they're in the drive-thru at Taco Casa.
But did her boyfriend steal them, or did he
Yeah.
buy them off Facebook?
No,
How do you know?
there's... Well,
Oh, somebody's
Well,
playing
bet.
devil's advocate.
No, I'm saying because if you
'Cause
knew that she's the
I'm
attached to the stealer,
I'm on Marketplace enough. I
Yeah.
would have seen them get posted.
That's true. You
And
can't
I'm
talk about a piece of leather within 70 miles of here without Jake
Yeah.
saying,
Because
"Oh
I'm
yeah, I
always
saw that."
hunting. For
Unless they were
bargains in the
pawned.
marketplace.
He might have pawned them.
Check
How-
Black's pawn shop.
You go check out the pawn
How
shop?
dare you
And
make
so,
assumptions like that?
So why not just sit there with her and say, "Let's call your whoever"? And
I like to catch people by surprise.
so speaking of that, the next social media video that has caused a little bit of controversy is you talking about going to jail and your Miranda rights. And there's two pieces of controversy. The one is people saying police do have to, and people saying they don't have to read you your rights for
If
it to
you're
be
being
valid.
detained, you
Yeah.
don't have to be Miranda rights. But if you're going to jail, they have to Mirandize you. And
Mirandize.
I noticed a lot of them were. I don't know if they were thinking this was like happened recently. This was 5 years ago now. When I very
Did
it
they
was- it was
did
my
they
third day in
interrogate you? Did
Texas.
they ask you questions?
No, it was we were at the bar.
They just put you in a junk tank, didn't they?
All that shit. No, so I was in holding for 3 days, and then I got moved to Gen Pop.
I don't think that they have to Mirandize you if they're not going to ask you questions. If they like
If
that
you were
is
being placed under arrest, though.
not if they're not asking you questions though. If they don't like, let's say for example, and this would be incredibly silly, but let's say you punch a police officer and there's no need for questioning. I don't think they have to read you your rights because the rights are informing you of your right to remain silent. And if they're not going to ask you anything, why would they have to Mirandize you?
'Cause I
Like
just-
you punched me in the face and I'm a police officer. I'm arresting you. I don't have any questions for you. You know?
Yeah,
Now-
I think because anything you can and or can say, can and will
Or
say,
do.
can be used against you.
Did that get you out though?
So it was a mixture between that, the no phone call, the charges for the public intox when they never gave me field sobriety test, and I hadn't even drank. We were there for not even 10 minutes, hadn't even had a beer yet. And it was just a mixture of all that. Not getting a call, nothing. And when I went to court and I asked for the body cam footage of all of it and explained my side, and the judge, they took like a little recess, came back, and he said, "Yeah, no, it's dismissed."
Go ahead.
The way I understand it, of course, I learned this at church picnic because I've never been in any kind of trouble.
Me
You
either.
ever been arrested?
Never been in any kind of trouble.
Let's go to Midland. I can fix
That
that.
you have to be, if you're being arrested, you have to have your Miranda rights read to you unless you are an illegal or deemed a terrorist.
then
Then
you
you
don't have
have
it.
no rights to be read your Miranda rights. You know,
But if
so
you're being held-
if you're an American citizen and you're being arrested, not detained, then you're supposed to have your Miranda rights
if
read
you're
to you.
detained-
And that is one of the amendments. Don't know which one. Like I said, church picnic.
And if you're detained, isn't it after so long you're free to go? Because you're just being they can't detain you for 2 fucking weeks.
But that's
The other piece that was controversial. Now this is them. This isn't me.
how dare you not use the correct pronouns.
This is they,
They them.
not I, not he. They said that you've never knocked anything out cold in your life.
Oh, that's from that. I better watch what I say. But
Easy.
yeah, no, that's from a little.
You know that person?
Oh yeah, no, he's little crybaby. He got put in lockers, put from back home. Went to school, and yeah. I think the
He's a jerk.
hardest thing he ever fought was his stepdaddy's acceptance, but a lot more I
Wow.
could say, but I won't say.
Shots fired.
The last one was eating food off the ground. I think it was Lisa that said, 5-minute rule or something like that.
5 second.
I have 5-second rule.
Yeah.
She strongly protested that.
I've always been the kind like Josh with his kids when we went out here. Josh is definitely a city boy. The type, Josh, you're great. But he's the type that when his 2 kids get in the side by side with me, he buckles them up just to go out to the barn. And there was a pile of horse shit out there that had been there for 2 weeks, and watch your step. If something, the white belly full of white dog crap, if it's white, if it's dry and hard, all the bacteria, all the good stuff is gone. I
true.
would
Then it's just a
throw
weapon.
I'd throw a piece of string cheese in that pile and then eat the cheese. That's no big deal.
Well, it's all about necessity. I mean, back in the history lesson for the day from the history nerd. Back in the day when the settlers were going across, going from wherever they were on the east side across Oregon Trail, pick a trail, going to the east coast or west coast, they used to pick up buffalo chips, and that's what they cooked over, and that's what they used for heat because they were just dried up buffalo crap laying all over the prairie, and there wasn't a lot of trees. So the kids and the young kids and the women would collect buffalo shit, dried buffalo shit, and stick it up under the covered wagon, and that's what they would break out to use to burn for heat, to stay warm. They would cook their food over it. It's dried up buffalo shit. And if you really think about it, it's dried up grass.
That's it.
Well, and
That's all it is.
I don't know what the hunting seasons are out here. Like back home, it's you're going into like the rut and stuff for hunting is right at winter time.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you've got the weather's cold enough, like my dad, we'd always, whenever we got a deer or something, we'd hang them up in the barn, and if it was cold enough, we'd let them hang until they got that real thin, fine layer of mold kind of essentially growing over them, and then we'd process them.
Yeah.
So the longer you let them hang, the better it is. But
I agree.
there's lot
I
of
got a
people-
rattlesnake in the freezer next door that spent the night in a summer Texas heat. If you want to eat that,
No, I'm good. I
yeah,
don't
that's
fuck with
different.
snakes.
That reminds me of a story
Me and Elsa do
that
not
I
fuck
will
with
tell.
snakes.
that I'm not even sure my kids even know. We were camping years back when the kids were real small, and I was cooking some ribs on the grill at the campsite, and then just to have something to snack on, I sliced some Spam up, and I put it on the grill, and I grilled that Spam for just to nibble on while the ribs were cooking. And right as I was going up the step to the camper, the plate fell and the damn Spam fell on the damn steps. And I took the spatula and raked the Spam back on the plate and took it and put it back on the grill for another 5 to 8 minutes,
Yeah.
and then fed it to everybody. And so and the kids were like, "This is really good. What is this?" I said, "It's step Spam." So that was a thing, like all through growing up. I'm like, this is the best step Spam I've ever had. But in my defense, they were at the age where they were making mud pies, they were eating dirt, they were chewing bark off trees. I mean, what's a little bit of step Spam?
Yeah.
I burn all the bacteria back off of it, but they ate the shit out of it. Wasn't a piece left. And they're all still alive.
Does it make a difference to y'all what it is that you dropped, like the texture, consistency? So, like for example, if you dropped an M&M, to me it doesn't matter where that falls because it's hard shell.
Wipe it
Wipe
off.
it off, pop it in your mouth. But if you drop something wet and sticky,
Yeah, I'm not gonna get down on the ground and scrape like vanilla pudding up off the floor and eat it. Okay, if it's a like I said, an M&M or a grape or something like that, I'm good with that. Now I'm not gonna drop like banana pudding on the floor and get down there and
I've dropped I've
slurp
dropped
it all up.
my gum on the ground more times than I can count
Yeah,
because
but that collects so much.
well,
though.
not chewed, like out of the pack.
Okay.
You pull it out and you pop it, and it shoots
And it's got
up
a
in
hard
the air,
shell.
But it's got a hard shell, and I mean, I've probably dropped 200 pieces of gum over the last 10 years. I don't give a shit where it goes. It doesn't make any difference because I can easily just wipe it off. Done.
I mean, if you're grilling a hot dog and you're trying to roll the hot dogs and one of them rolls off the grill, 5 seconds, you pick it up, you put it back on the grill, you cook it.
Nobody would ever know.
Nobody's
Nobody
ever
would
died.
Unless he got a little crunchy.
Touch base.
Oh, by
back
the way,
on-
honey, we're having hot dogs for supper tonight.
on what Billy said a minute ago about everybody ate it and loved it.
Yeah.
I remember, I think I was sophomore, or junior in high school for FFA, and we always did like FFA banquet, kind of like thank everybody that supported us, and we always did a mystery meat. And there was one year you can only do a mystery meat so many times before you run out of mystery meat. But there was a guy back home, not going to name names, but had a little 3-year-old mare, broke her leg.
Oh, no.
Pit barbecued her for 3 days, served it up at the banquet. Everybody
Yikes.
loved it. When we revealed what it was, everybody lost their shit. But at the end of the night, that was the only thing there was no seconds of.
Hey,
And I will say that is probably some of the best meat I've ever had.
eating horse is a delicacy in like England.
Europe,
against the
England.
law?
French.
Is that illegal?
No, so what? I could be wrong. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people to correct me. But I know in the U.S., the only place it's legal to have like slaughterhouses for horses are on like certain reses, Indian reses.
Hmm.
They used to have them everywhere, but they got rid of them.
And like I said, there's some horses they deserve to be there.
Billy,
Yep.
this is our several page roping rule book, 3-page roping rule book for this weekend. Do you want to glance and read the things that pop out and let me know your thoughts?
Spectacular spectacles.
Now, these have been reviewed by a USTRCA something judge, so that's what we came up with.
Thought that was next year's budget.
This is an audio podcast, so if you want to read any of those out loud, then
You're still sounding out the
glancing.
first word.
Um,
3 inches of meat out of 6 inches of leather.
half head. Crossfire is a no time.
What exactly is a crossfire?
It's where it's like if you see how to explain this, and I'm not a roper per se, or event roper, but I'm almost positive it's when if you rope on the wrong side, you have if you're crossfiring, you see it if you're roping the steer and you rope him off this side, but if you reach over and rope him off this side, that's crossfire. You're crossfiring across your horse. Now, I might be wrong. Somebody can correct me on that. Like I said, I'm not an event roper. I don't have a problem with any of these. They're pretty standard rules.
You're on
I was
point.
thinking this was going to be like something stupid, but
You got to have
it's,
them.
it's just interference rules. Be ready when you're called. Good sportsmanship. I mean, they taught that shit when they were giving out participation awards in T-ball. I mean, that's just
Crossfire is when the heeler ropes the hind legs before the header ropes the
okay. Okay, I knew it was something like that, but I could be
Which
right or wrong.
that also mentions like not only you can't crossfire because before the heeler throws, before he delivers, the header has to have the steer turned.
Yeah, you got to have the
Yes.
steer turn.
So there should be no way to crossfire because he's got to be turned first.
Now, I don't really see anything on here. The way that we chatted about it this morning, I mean, this is just basic. Anybody that's been to rodeos and roping should know. I mean, it's just like, I mean, there's nothing on here that's like outlandish.
Yep.
So I go for all that.
All right.
And like I said, I don't see where there'll be any problems. Good sportsmanship is expected at all times. You know, that goes without saying. Necessary roughness, outspoken, unsportsmanlike. I mean, it's just that's just standard stuff. I don't really have.
I
any
don't
issue
think
with
we'll
any
have
of
to
that.
really use it. It'll just be up there on the entry table if anybody wants to read over it. But you're
not
right.
gonna
There's
give
nothing,
everybody one.
nothing crazy in here. No, I'm not going to
About
hand
that
this
throwing
out.
flags left and right.
Where you going?
See him hand about a dog.
What are we supposed to talk about?
You gotta find something to talk about. I do all the talking anyway.
You never.
That's a lot of pressure.
Under pressure.
Let's just have a moment of silence and see if the mics will pick up him peeing.
I don't know. He's old enough; it'll sound like Morse code. He in there singing "Cats in the Cradle."
Can you hear it, headphones?
Do you want to listen to this other voice note on there?
Another speak pipe?
It's from. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, please.
Hurry up and do it before he gets back.
All right.
No, you're gonna let him finish.
Yeah, this is a question for him, I believe.
Oh, really?
Lonnie just reminded me. Well, so while you were gone, we talked about all kinds of cool stuff.
That's awesome.
But Lonnie reminded me that we've got another speak pipe message. This is kind of a long one. It's kind of involved.
Did you spray the poopery?
I just tinkled.
Was you worried he ate asparagus or something?
Buffering.
I've got a Facebook comment that's like a paragraph I was trying to read.
And
Oh.
then
You gonna tell us a story?
No.
And also reminders is that next week we have what's the cat's name from up yonder?
Kyle
Kyle.
coming.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah, so Lonnie,
Kyle from
is
6S.
it Amerson? 6S Horsemanship. I don't know his last name.
Yeah, so
But Lonnie just reminded me this morning, so I think you and her are going to have to pick him up from the airport.
I'll say he was the one.
Which one? DFW
I
or
think DFW,
Love.
right?
It was
Field.
like, what, 3 weeks ago, Billy? I think I sent you one of his
Yep.
videos, and I was like, we really need to have this guy on the podcast.
Yeah.
yep. So we're looking forward to his insight. So
Next on the list, there's a female. There's Elite Lady Bull Riding something association. They ride some pretty rank bulls. In fact, so rank that most of them don't cover. Like they,
Yeah.
We were talking about it last night, and I would rather see.
They're
win
tough.
occasionally. So they're riding some nasty bulls. They're just not staying on them.
Nothing to them. It's kind of like, to me, I can't stand watching like the ladies division of the ranch bronc riding. I've yet to see one of them, and it's nothing. Not trying to bag on them, but
Oh, you're bagging.
They can't do it. They can't make
I've
it
seen
look
some-
good.
now-
I've seen them make some good rides.
that's what I was
But if
saying.
you stick them on a lot of the same horses they're using at these open deals, they don't have the strength.
Okay, well,
They stay where they
okay,
need to, on the
okay.
ones I've
I ain't,
seen.
I'm not doing all this men and women sports
I'm
crap.
not- I'm not
It
trying
is
to go there,
biological
but-
fact that a man is stronger, quicker, and faster than a woman. Blah 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 blah. But
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying,
I've met
I
some
have
women.
They just. They
I have
can't-
seen some pretty handy ranch bronc riding women in the past. I mean, but grant you, they're pulling up in a 84 Ford pickup, slamming the door, getting a pinch of snuff. But they were handy. I'll be honest with you.
My uncle, his first wife, my aunt Sherry, she her dad was Mr. Christensen from Christensen Brothers Rodeo, and so like she got pulled out of school when I think she was in like third grade. Dyslexic, she can't read, can't write. She was hauling big rig, hauling stock to all the different rodeos all over, and whenever they'd get new bulls or new bucking horses from the time she was in high school and on, she was her test dummy, getting on all their bulls, and I mean they were at one time one of the biggest stock producers.
I've seen some pretty ranchy hands that were women. To be honest with you, matter of fact, you want to speak of one that I've seen here recently that really impressed me was that young lady that was down at Glenrose the other day
Picking up,
picking up.
yeah,
Yeah.
She was handy.
I would say
She
there's-
was Look, send all the hate mail you want. But if I needed someone to pick me up off a horse, if it was JB Mooney or that young lady, and I don't know what her name was, I picked that young lady every time. She was handy. She was
did-
handier than most of the men that were in
She
there.
did more than all
Not
of them.
picking on JB. JB might not have been there to pick up. But the other guys that were out there were handy. But that girl right there was handy. She had
I
a
will
big old
say-
gray horse, and she was getting the job done. She was pulling flanks.
Mm-hmm.
She was picking up these cowboys. She was handy, and that impressed me.
Yeah.
When it came to as far as just the horsepower though and working a rope, that little soul
yeah,
that Dalton
yeah.
was
Oh yeah,
on.
the soul was great,
Yeah.
And I can't remember who was on that.
Dalton.
Dalton.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying
Dalton
I ain't
and
saying
her were
anything
doing the
about
work.
anybody's performance in the ring as far as pickup, but that young lady there, she was handy.
There's this family back home,
And I don't even know her name.
They were on one of the ranches next door to where I worked in Juntura, the McKays. There's two brothers, Gabe and Luke, and they're real good saddle bronc bareback riders. But they had a sister, and when we do fall brandings, I wouldn't even step off the fence because
Yeah.
you talk about someone going out there and flanking big
Yeah.
calves, and she was outworking everyone. And
Yeah.
she was handy as hell too.
Yeah, but that young lady was super handy. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but
Yeah,
I
I
did
noticed
from
it.
the outside
Yeah,
Yeah,
looking
it
in.
could have
She was
just been
handy.
her and Dalton. They could have
These-
handled it all.
These ranch bronc riding associations, the women's ones, either they need to lower their caliber of their horses because everyone I've seen, it's ugly, and I don't think I've seen very many qualified rides.
And really, if you want to actually dive into that, and we may do it more on another episode, but this day and age, doesn't matter where you go. If you're getting down to who handles a horse better these days, don't know why, do the stats on it. Women, there's a lot of handy women out there these days. You know, I don't know if it's a trend. I don't know if the guys have decided to not participate in a lot of but a lot of the horse stuff that you see these days, you see more women doing it. I mean, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they got a lighter hand.
Well, I'm taking an observation, and I can't give you the stats on why, but most of the time,
It's
you know,
it's
I guarantee you the percentages are more into the women now that are horse women and then have non-horsey husbands.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I don't know if it's a trend
Even when
or,
we were looking for,
and I don't
for
even
a
know
trainer,
how to say it, but
we had more female applicants than we
There
did.
was-
That's
it was
a
like
good point.
50 women and Jake.
that's a good point.
I mean, there were 4 or 5 guys, but it was
But,
at
you know,
least half women.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that guys still aren't handy. There's a lot of handy guys out there, but it just seems to me that the pattern is moving more toward there's more handy horse women than they are handy horsemen, and I can't explain that why or the stats, but that's just what I see with my own eyes.
A lot of this younger generation, as far as the guys go, as my dad calls them, there's a bunch of nut lickers, a bunch of just feel bad for themselves. If it takes effort, they ain't gonna do it.
But anyway, that was just from the outside looking in.
Well, here's a question for Jacqueline from Jacqueline. It's a minute and a half long, so y'all pay attention.
So I just sold my horse, the first horse that I ever bought and owned for myself as an adult, because I got tired of having this argument with him. He was physically sound, conformationally well put together. He could do all of the things that a quote-unquote ranch broke horse was supposed to do. He was easy to catch, easy to saddle, easy to clean. He could push cows along totally fine. But when I would catch him, it's like every time we had to have the same argument. There was a physical fight in the arena on the lunge line. There would be days that he'd stand up on his hind legs and kick his front ones at me. There'd be days where he'd turn in on the circle and try to invade my space and be bigger than I was. And then there were days that I'd get on him after we could make some beautiful circles and there was no arguments, but I'd get on his back and then that saddle would rise and he wanted to act like he was a bucking bronco. So how do you decipher what horse is sound and has a good conformation and knows how to do the things that you're asking it to do, but how do you suss out the psychos when you're going to buy, when you only have a finite amount of time, when you're testing a horse? How do you make sure you're not getting that psycho? No deception. He wasn't sedated. They hadn't worked him in advance. He was bone dry and cold, and they showed me everything from cleaning him to saddling up and them riding him.
I think it cut her off at a minute and a half.
Sounds like a lack of respect.
Exactly.
And to me, I'll put my 2 cents in. Horses like that, if you got one you're trying to lunge or work on a short lead, and they're coming at you and approaching your space, best thing you can do, to me, you get you those little real thin, small, little fiberglass T-post fake ones. You work them. He wants to come at you. Poke him in the chest. Poke him in the chest. Pretty soon they'll get tired of that. They'll do what they want to do. But to me, the best thing to do as far as getting one's mind when they're like that, the whole rearing up and just wanting to fight you, tie a leg up and lay that sucker down.
Yep.
Sit on his shoulder, pet him. Make it a positive experience, but let him know, hey, motherfucker, I'm in charge. What I'm saying is going.
So y'all think Jacqueline bought a sound, solid horse that just didn't respect her once she got it home?
Yeah. Well, there's three
From the
things.
sounds.
There's 3 things that stand out to me on that. Just going by a minute and a half. Number one, I'd like to know how old the horse was when you bought him, how much training you put in the horse, where the horse was at fundamentally when you got the horse. And also, I would say it sounds like to me it was a lack of respect, which there's several ways to gain respect for one, especially on the lunge line. Can't go into all of that right now, but there's several ways to gain respect on the lunge. And also laying them down with the troubled horses is a great idea. I concur with Jake 100%. But as far as how do you know where their mind is at, with not very much time, if you can take this horse and just work him 5 minutes, somewhere, parking lot. It's some
You
lot.
personally not watching them do it.
Yes, you personally can take that horse out to the show pen where the previews are at and work this horse on a lunge, work him in the parking lot. Even if you don't have time to do all that, just put a lead line on him and just work him in the stall. Just see how he's moving off his back end. See if he's responding to you. See where is his eyes soft? Is his eyes hard? Is his nostrils flaring? Where's he at? Those are little shortcuts that you can find, but ultimately, if you're buying offline or something like that, then you don't have that option, so it's just a roll of the dice as far as that goes. But it sounds like to me that she done very good with this horse, and it just had a lack of respect issue that can be handled in different ways. But those are the three things that stand out to me, as far as what she's saying, and if there's a follow up to that, I would love to hear about it.
It sounds like that's pretty good advice, and you're adding in. So, we've talked about, confirmation and soundness in the horse's mind in a general sense before, but adding in this piece where you don't just need a sound horse. You need to know that either that horse is going to respect you quickly or that you're going to be able to get that respect from that horse. But it's this whole other piece of the puzzle that you'd have to be aware of when you're going to buy a horse. We can go out here and show one of these horses. And I've thought about this for myself, like with Jake riding drag every day. He's turning Jake into a great horse, or he's turning drag into a great horse. But is he going to be a great horse for Jake, or is he going to be a great horse for me? And there's that, I didn't know to call it respect, but there's that, like, he's learning to respect you, but then is that going to transfer over to me or someone else?
It should.
It's not just that. It's just the more I'm riding him, though, I'm learning, what I can get by with on him and ask of him and how to handle him. And
Well, you're learning his threshold.
Yeah, and I know, when I first get on him, if I don't lunge him or anything, which I've been doing a lot, just cold jumping him, first, 5 minutes, he's real hot, he's real antsy, take him in a couple small circles, and I can get him to do what I want to do. And that's why when I had Austin get on him, at first, he was a little tense, and I told Austin, I said, the more tense you get, and you want to try to check him up and fight him, the hotter he's going to fucking get. You just kind of got to get up there, let him do his thing for the first couple minutes, and then after that, if you're just calm and loose with him, he'll settle down and he'll be fine. And I was like, today I took him out on the road and went, I think, to the end of this road and to the second curve down there and did it all to walk. But I noticed there's some days if I get up on him and he's a little fresher than normal, and then I get a little tense, the tenser I get, the hotter he gets and wants to fight me, instead of just sitting there and say, all right, you got your couple minutes, do your thing. And then after that, he settles out pretty good.
Well, also, I'm sorry, go ahead, Dwayne.
Well, what I was going to say is it all comes down to the beginning of the training too.
True.
You got to get his respect before you move on to anything else.
But are you saying that if you get his respect in the beginning, that he's going to respect the next person?
He should. Yes. If you get the right training, you get his respect. Like Billy was saying, his ears, his eyes, his nostrils, his stopping and looking at you.
And moving off his back end, disengaging his back end.
Turning his head, disengaging his back end.
I agree with that, and I also disagree, though, too, because it depends on the type of horse, because those Friesians, they're known. They're hot horses.
Yeah.
No, it don't
They're
matter.
hot-blooded.
My sister, she rode the one horse that was in Zorro and that one of the Disney movies. Probably one of the most trained Friesians you can get on.
But he's still
and
hot.
She still even said she fucking hated riding him because he was hot, and at any given time he would also take that bit, blow through it, and not listen. It's just, it depends on the breed you're working with too.
Well, true, but it also factors in as to how much, because some horses are just turds. I mean, they might be the greatest horse in the show pen, but outside they're just, it also depends on the individual and what you're looking for. How much of those quirks can you tolerate if you've got a really good horse? And that's down to the individual. Me, with this young lady here, I wouldn't tolerate the personal space invasion, the lack of respect. I wouldn't tolerate that at all. But I have had horses that will try you. You get them saddled up no matter how much you lunge them, no matter how much you work where you do them, pre-getting on them, and you take them and you put them in the pasture, or you're going to push cows, he's going to hit a lick or two. But after he hits that lick or two, then that son of a bitch climb a tree if you asked him to.
That's
It depends. The individual. It depends on how much of that you can tolerate. Now, the lack of respect.
yeah. I'll say
On my plate is that's a deal breaker.
That's
now
how-
if you want to get out there, I'm sorry, if you want to get out there and hunch around a little bit and let's pretend.
But then it's time to get to work.
Then it's time to get to work. I can tolerate that because I like a little horse with some spunk. I like one with more woe than go. As long as it can.
More go than woe.
Yeah, more go than woe, as long as it can be controlled to a certain extent. But the lack of respect thing for me, I mean, if that horse was doing, I would do exactly what Jake said because me and him was on the same track. I'd lay that horse down. I would teach it to respect, and also coming from Dwayne and Jake, that even though that horse may respect you, if the other person doesn't handle him,
it's a little timid.
Then that horse is going
That
to
horse
pick up
gonna
on
know
that.
it.
He's going to pick up on that. So, you as an individual, when you buy a horse, no matter if that son of a gun's got all the respect for the person you bought him from, you still need to take him out and you need to establish that respect between you and that horse so that horse knows, okay, this guy's not a pushover, and then you can move on.
The more,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
the
I
more
mean,
Yes.
confidence you have in yourself,
right.
the better it'll be on these horses, and that's.
I mean, they pick up on all that. I mean, a lot of them just don't care, and a lot of them will read you. They'll read you as an individual and be like, "Well, he's a pushover. This guy's going to make me do. I'm going to have respect for this guy, or hey, this is the best fucking gig in the world, and I'm just going to milk it for everything it's worth." I mean, horses. I mean, they think that. I mean, whether you think they do or
there's
not.
Certain bloodlines too that are just they're going to be shits. I mean, like the Coyote lines, they're great fucking horses. They'll do anything you ask. They're great workhorses. Up until they're about 20, they will try you every time you can ride them every day. And I mean, that's what a lot of what I rode growing up. You got on them. The first 5 minutes, you were putting on a fucking bronc ride, but after that,
Yeah, but it's the
They'd go
same
do
way with
anything.
it's the same way with the old Hancocks. They're going to try you a little bit. Some of the Pepsi Sand Badgers are a little bronky, but it's how much you can tolerate and what you're looking for in that individual horse.
you got to give some to take some.
Yeah, absolutely. But like the total lack of respect on the ground, that's a kill for me.
And that's why I know a lot of people don't like it because I've seen it used in the wrong way, as far as laying them down.
Well, you got to do
I've
it the
seen a lot
correct
of
way.
people, they do it as a last resort because they're pissed off and they're trying to use it as a punishment. And you can't use that as a punishment because if you do it pissed off and you lay them down, you're gonna fuck them up mentally more.
Well, one of
You
my
gotta
number
go
one.
into it calmly. You lay them down as a positive experience because to a horse, that's the closest they can come to dying without dying because they're
In their mind. In their mind.
in their mind because it's a very vulnerable. As far as in nature, predators come in, they're laying down, they can't get away.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to go into it calmly, positively, lay them down, and that's why I say after you lay them down, just sit on that shoulder and just do nothing but brush them or something like that. Just you got to do it positively though, but doing it pissed off as a punishment, you're going to end up with more problems.
Well, just as a general rule in colt starting, I mean, if you get pissed off, then
Walk away.
you're going the wrong way. That's one of my bigger rules, and it's one that I still break to this day. Not much, but I'll get aggravated if you get aggravated with one, and you're pissed off at him, and you're trying. You might as well just step off of him, go throw a fucking rock in the
You
pond.
see me do that on cheese.
Well, I've done it. I done it on Doc. I mean, because he wasn't exactly no pushover. Me and him locked horns more times than I can remember. But there was that one time that I got angry with him, and I got off the horse and I was Lonnie or somebody, and I said I just broke my own damn rule because I was angry at him. If you get to that point with these colts, I mean that's so getting mad. Whether you're laying them down or you're trying to get them to step across the front end or you're trying to get them to work on a lunge, when you get angry at them, the whole session is done.
You can ask Austin. He almost had me there today. Old Doc.
Austin did.
No, Doc did. I was just asking him to back up, and he kept rearing up, And finally, he sat down and fully reared up, and I kind of looked at Austin. I just slapped him between the ears, asked him to back up again. He wanted to drop his head to start bucking. I was like, "You mother!" Yeah,
He was just trying you.
I fed him some iron and pulled him around, booted the shit out of him, stopped him, collected myself, and then walked him off. And then he acted like he knew how to back up again. And after I got about 4 or 5 good steps, I stepped off of him and called that good for the day.
But as far as that young lady goes, I mean, I would try that if you still have the colt. Did she say she sold it?
She sold
Okay,
it.
well then, I would like to hear how that horse is working with the new owners. But I mean, it's just the lack of respect on the ground, lack of personal space, trying to cut corners and all that. That's something that I'm going to deal with point blank.
Is there a difference between an aggressive lack of personal space respect and Freckles, not you, Jake, but a Freckles lack of personal space respect?
Yes. Well, one's way more dangerous than the other, but they both put you in a spot where it could be dangerous.
But both need to be fixed.
Both need to be fixed. Whether he's nudging your pocket for a treat because he was raised just treated and he thinks everything's just a treat in your pocket, or versus he's backing his ears and coming at you because the son bitch means it. Either way, they still need to be addressed, because without that personal space, handling them on the ground is dangerous enough as it is.
Yeah.
So they both need to be addressed. They could be addressed in several different ways depending on where you fall at on that spectrum. But the lack of respect and the lack of personal space definitely needs to be addressed.
What was going through your head whenever I rode out there earlier today with the 5 and 7 or 6 and 8 year olds to show them those horses?
What was going through my head?
Were you nervous about having those little kids that hadn't necessarily been around?
I wasn't nervous. It depends on the horse. I know where each one of these horses are at in the program. I know where each one of these horses' minds are at. What did blow my mind was the drag horse.
Yeah.
He softened up so much for that little girl. You weren't out there to see that. But, I mean, I was fine with Doc. I was fine with Chief. I was fine with Oklahoma.
I took them to drag first only because drag was the single.
Right.
The rest of them were right there, and I didn't want to have to babysit and watch. I just wanted to pay attention to the one horse.
That Bayron, he's still a little standoffish. Yeah. I mean, he's been rode 4 times. He's just that way. So I wasn't really nervous because there's horses out there that fit what we were doing. But what surprised me was how soft
he was dropping his head forward.
He was dropping that head down there for that little girl to pet.
Right now,
couldn't get enough of it.
As he is, I would feel more than comfortable sending the kid that age. If he was in his stall, you go in that stall, he's all over you. He wants to rub on you. He wants to be your best friend.
That did surprise me.
He's a little skittish if you make too quick of a movement, but if he's not tied up and you're standing there, he's your best friend. He's the easiest one to handle, especially when it comes to like doing his feet. You don't even have to touch his leg. You put your hand down there and he'll pick his hoof up, give it to you, do whatever. He's come a long ways from what he was to what he is now.
And kudos to you. You've done a great job with it.
Took you 10 minutes to get a halter on him.
Yeah.
Give credit where credit's due. I mean, you've brought that horse a long way.
Now it only takes 10 minutes because you got to find a step stool first. It's big.
Right.
Well, not me, but...
But yeah, if there's a follow-up on that horse, young lady, I mean, you can call back in or send a message. I'd like to know how the horse is doing, what the owners think about the horse now that you've sold. It don't sound like you've done anything wrong other than, I didn't say you did it wrong, but just, you got to follow through with that respect stuff. I mean,
or is it even doing it to the other?
That's what I'm saying. That's a deal killer for me. That's got to be number one as far as that goes.
I think tomorrow the people should get a video of Brandon getting on drag tomorrow.
Well, I was thinking that tomorrow I would post a video of me doing a kickflip.
On drag.
Nice.
Kickflipping the horse.
Lisa's standing up. Let's call it episode 12. You're standing up. You're giving us a kill sign. All of these manners.
Yeah, pimp. I'm a pimp. You can check the stats. Not a couple.
That Joel kid that what I was saying is at least 4 years. I think 8 years. And 6 years because I keep counting the 2 at least all the time I watched him get flat back that far.